sisters, you're welcome.
Thank you.
My name is Lucy Karabo Joyce. I'm the team leader of Girls Lifeline organization. Girls Lifeline is a non-profit organization that emerged in 2017 October. We are down to 4 years this coming month. The organization basically focused on the issues concerning girl child, women in different refugee camps and rural communities. The organization basically, we are focusing on the school-going age, but struggling with adolescent age that can switch them to do sexual acts. At the end of that act, they are the ones who are more affected. Our main focus areas are education, reproductive health, leadership skills, wellness, women empowerment, economic empowerment, human rights, how to end girl-child early marriages, and how to end sexual violence in our community. Sexual violence is one of the key that women go through at this point, and it's still happening. It has ever happened to me, but as women, we go through so many things, but when you explain to somebody that you're going through this thing, they say, what were you doing there in that place? So people not tend to hear you out, but you keep this pain in ourselves. But I work with a very great team that really love to support, love to help, and I overcome trauma through so many activities, through exercise, through yoga classes, and we are here to help you in case you're going through so many things.
Like in the community, there's a challenge of sexual violence in the area. For example, like for me as a candidate, because at home sometimes I lack light for studies and I used to come to the school for studies. But now, if like at night like this, you find that there are some criminal cases, there are some boys just hiding at night hours who always try to arrest the girls, and this really blocks our ways to studies in the school.
What drives me to do such a thing, how I came up with this whole idea, you know, Girls Lifeline is a one person's head, but it's exposed to different youth. I work with a very strong youth who have their own profession in one way. So when we team up together, we know exactly what we are going to do and who is taking which path. So this thing is actually an experience that I had gone through when I was a child, seeing my mother struggling, moving from one community to another. So that really touched me as like I need to go back home. And when I started my research in university, it was easy for me to outline, to see what issues the girls go through in such communities. So my team and I are really doing a great thing. We really don't have fundings, but we always, every year we try our best to fund and support these girls. Our current activities we did in the refugee camp, that is zone 2, and it was my birthday, so we happened to contribute some money with the team, and then we went down there to give these girls. We do things as a team members, we contribute money, we make things, for example, like masks, we make our masks because we don't have money to afford and buy such a things. So we are here to change the community in one way or another, and we're looking forward to move to different communities, to different regions in Uganda, to different refugee camps. We shouldn't discriminate whoever is in need, because people tend to say they are refugees. Why are they in Uganda? Why should we help them? You don't know what you'll be tomorrow. You don't know what the country will be. Uganda might turn up upside down and you find yourself here in the next country. So let's have humanity. Let's not discriminate them because where they come from. And our vision is to see a transformed Uganda where there is gender equality, equity, and social justice for all. Our mission is to build a transformative feminist movement, gender movement, social and women empowerment in Uganda. Reason why I'm focusing on the refugee communities and rural areas, because these are people who are vulnerable. These are people who have no say when it comes to gender-based violence that are happening in the community. These are people who don't have any any idea what should we do to when something happens to me like this. So we tend to work with law enforcement. We're working, we are, as like I say, we have a team that have everybody have their profession. So we work according to our profession, who is handling this issue. So we want to show these young ladies that we will help you in one way or another. We can tell you, you need to know about the law enforcement, you need to know about the issues, how do you come trauma when something has happened to you. So we are here to help you as Girls Lifeline team. Every team member is ready to serve you in one way or another. So as a team leader, we are looking forward to work with different organizations that can help, can support us, can support this project. Whoever is in women in organization or male organizations who are dealing in reproductive health, how we can end sexual violence in the community, please, we are here to work with you people, because we are eligible people who really wants to see change in our community. We want to see, we don't want people to be discriminated because of where they come from or because of their sex, gender. We are fighting to have gender equality in our country, in Uganda, in East Africa, and maybe the world at large.
I'm Joyce Christine Nachuwala. I'm a yoga teacher, a dance artist, and an entrepreneur, a mother and a strong feminist. I work with Girl Lifeline organization, a woman-led organization. And basically I am here to address the issue of sexual violence. So as a trauma-informed yoga instructor, I am here to basically show how yoga helps and addresses the issue of sexual violence, especially with women who have gone through sexual violence and who are traumatized. We don't take away the sexual violence, but we use yoga to minimize or to help bring healing and resilience in the survivors. And here we basically bring the yoga in form of guided visualization, themed classes. We do physical asanas or physical practices that go through the body, that help the soul, the mind, and the body to come together. Because most of the time we notice that all the survivors tend to leave their body and neglect who they are. So we use yoga to bring back this awareness, for them to come back and stand into their power, to also see the fact that they're just like other people. What they went through is not the end of the world, but it's maybe a journey to start to identify yourself and be in a better place. So we bring awareness and wellness into the entire organization or in the entire program for everyone, for the survivors mainly, to not just only the survivors, but for everyone, because everyone carries trauma. I should say we need help, because at the moment it has been really like one-on-one or donations from people, well-wishers, donating, let me say, yoga clothes, yoga mats, other things to use in the practice. So for now, we are calling everyone around the world, anyone who really stands in for wellness, to come in and support with anything that you have. It could be yoga mat, it could be donation in terms of finance, it could be in terms of books, anything that really brings awareness and can help someone go through trauma and bring healing and bring resilience in these women, will be accepted and will be appreciated.
Yes, my name is GLLO Paul. I work with God's Life organization, but at the same time I'm a medical worker at Rocket Health. So I'm here to address the issue of reproductive health. As we know, reproductive health is a very important aspect in the well-being of women. So as we God's Life organization, we run different activities. We run sexual transmitted diseases. We do counseling. We do family planning. we cater for pregnancy, and we also are involved in menstruational hygiene for ladies. So basically, we have been running a lot of campaigns, awareness regarding sexual transmitted diseases, for example HIV, and we have been going to communities, talking to them how to stop the transmission of HIV, how young girls can abstain away from this disease. So we have been doing a lot of awareness. However, now according to the situation, the COVID-19 pandemic has brought in socio-economic instability. However, now we are going to another level of now engaging the communities. So we call upon everyone, we call upon health organizations, we call upon anyone who can donate to this cause of our next level, because now we want to go deep down, test people, treat people, and also engage more in awareness.
Irene Kahinju is my name. I am a lawyer and I work with Girls Lifeline organization. We advocate for girl-child rights. Many girls are victims of violence, discrimination, and early forced marriages, and all this is due to the codes of tradition, religion, and poverty. The most important thing for the girls to overcome these barriers is to get educated and speak up for the realization of their rights. Our duty as lawyers is to advocate for human rights. And as an organization, we have and are still creating awareness about girls' rights. The law forbids against any kind of sexual harassment. As an organization, we create a platform for the survivors. For example, when a complaint is lodged, we treat it with utmost confidentiality. As a team, we do counseling, movement therapy, and we teach girls about their rights. However, it must be noted that without financial security, this girls' economic future is untold. We therefore appeal to all stakeholders worldwide to rise up to come and support girl child in all aspects.
Hello, my name is Agnes Sanko from Girls Lifeline organization. As we talk, during lockdown, more than 30,000 girls got pregnant during the lockdown, and they are now on a probability of not going back to school simply because they became mothers at a tender age. This is something that we shouldn't sit around and wait for the government to do something. It's something that us as a community has to get involved. These are our sisters, so they need aid in order to ensure that they as well attain quality education. Education is very vital and their future depends on it. It is a very critical thing since all the realization of human rights depends on education. So we can't simply fold hands and wait for things to unfold. No matter what could have gone wrong, no matter them becoming mothers at a tender age, this shouldn't imply that their future is written off. They still have a right to attain quality education. They still have a right to go to school. They still have a right to become who they want to be. Becoming mothers doesn't simply imply that we write them off. No. And that's why we as Girls Lifeline organization have come out to ensure that they go back to school. And that's why we are also calling upon the public, please join us in our campaign to ensure that teenage mothers also go back to school and they attain quality education. They deserve it, they need it, and we have to do something. Thank you.